the Oscars being Sunday, I decided I wanted to share my own personal picks on who and what I think should win in most of the categories. Now, I'll only be sharing my thoughts about the categories in which I've actually seen everything. If I haven't, then I'm not talking about it. And I'm sure some of my personal takes are probably some hot takes. Either way, these are my picks. First up, for Best Picture, you have Sinners, The Secret Agent, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Begonia, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams, F1, Frankenstein, and Sentimental Value. And for Best Picture, I think Sinners should win. I don't think it should be a question. That movie does so many things within its runtime, and I think it's just completely deserving to win that. Now for Best Actor, you have Michael B. Jordan, Ethan Hawke, Timothée Chalamet, Wagner Moura, I think is how you pronounce his name, Leonardo DiCaprio. And for Best Actor, I think Michael B. Jordan should win. I seen this guy on TikTok, he made a great point. He said if Michael B. Jordan would have just played Smoke, he would have been in the nominees. If he would have just played Stack, he would have been in the nominees. But it's just simple math. He plays two different people, twins that do have personality differences that you can tell. It just makes no sense for it to not go to Michael B. Jordan. But I could hear someone out for Ethan Hawke. I think he's amazing in Blue Moon. His performance is crazy good. For Best Actress, you have Kate Hudson, Jessie Buckley, Emma Stone, Rose Byrne, and Renata Reinsvein, I think is how you pronounce her name. Norwegian language is crazy. But I think she should win. She was phenomenal, which is probably a hot take because I'm sure a lot of people are going to say Jessie Buckley, but she was just so good in Sentimental Value. She didn't even have to say a word and you knew exactly what was happening just by her facial expression. For Best Director, you have Ryan Coogler, Josh Safdie, Paul Thomas Anderson, Chloe Zhao, and Joachim Trier is how I think you pronounce his name, but I think it should go to Ryan Coogler. There's so many amazing shots in Sinners. I was lucky enough to actually see it in the 70mm IMAX, and that was a great experience. I just don't see how Ryan Coogler couldn't win. But if it were to go to Paul Thomas Anderson, I wouldn't be mad. Best Supporting Actress, you have Tiana Taylor, Ella Fanning, Wunmi Masaku, and lastly, I'm probably gonna butcher his name, Inga Isdasby. To be perfectly honest, I cannot pronounce these Norwegian names, but her performance also in Sentimental Value is phenomenal. I think she should win Best Supporting Actress too. I know most people are going to say Tiana Taylor. Hot takes. Now for Best Supporting Actor, you have Jacob Elordi, Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, Stellan Skarsgård, and Delroy Lindo. So far it seems like I'm glazing Sentimental Value, but no, I'm not giving it to Stellan Skarsgård. I think Jacob Elordi should win. I think his performance of Frankenstein is extremely good. Having seen him in Euphoria, in Priscilla, and now in Frankenstein, this guy is so good. For Best Adapted Screenplay, you have Train Dreams, One Battle After Another, Begonia, Frankenstein, and Hamnet. Hot take, I'm going Train Dreams. That movie is so depressing and it should win a lot of things that it's nominated for. For Best Cinematography, you have Train Dreams, Sinners, Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, and One Battle After Another. I'm going Train Dreams again. The entire movie, there's just ridiculously good shot. It has to go to Train Dreams. Wouldn't be mad at Sinners. Best Score, Sinners, Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, and One Battle After Another. I'm going Sinners. That score is phenomenal. Best Casting, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sinners, One Battle After Another, and Hamnet. I'm gonna go Marty Supreme. There's ridiculous casting choices from Kevin O'Leary to Tyler the Creator to just like basketball players, and they all do phenomenal. I don't see a world how Marty Supreme should lose that. Best Production Design. I'm gonna cop out here because I think it should be a tie between Sinners and Frankenstein. Both of their production designs are so good. But also in that category, you do have Marty Supreme, Hamnet, and One Battle After Another. But like I said, Sinners and Frankenstein, I can't make a choice on that one. Best Film Editing. F1, Marty Supreme, Sinners, One Battle After Another, and Sentimental Value. I'm going F1. I think the editing in that movie is really great. The car scenes are crazily good edited. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm sure most of what I think should win probably will not, other than I think Sinners will probably sweep the floor in a lot of its categories. But then again, One Battle After Another could just sweep. But personally, I'm not really leaning on any movie to just sweep the floor. I think there's a lot of great things that are so different between all of the movies that are nominated. Last year was really an amazing year for movies. I'm sure everybody has probably seen One Battle After Another and Sinners, but if there's one movie I can recommend if you haven't watched it, please watch Train Dreams on Netflix. That movie is actually so good. Anyways, have a great day.